Hey everybody, good morning, Nomadic Fanatic Eric along with Jax the Cat here. We are going to do a part 2 of your questions that you submitted to me. I want to thank you all for that again. This is a ton of fun, and I got such a big response. It is so cool. So let's hear from you all again.
Hello Eric, this is Richard from RCT Travels, coming to you from McKenzie, Alabama. Do you ever regret buying a Class A RV and getting rid of your Class C?
Hey Richard, thanks for the question. You know what? I really do love Miranda, and one of the reasons why I upgraded to the Class A was because of the HD chassis, the truck chassis, the V10 Ford, the one that's just able to hold the weight so much better than a van chassis that's overloaded. In my opinion, I don't miss much about my Class C RV. It was a great segue into another life, but right here, right now, I'm a Class A guy. It doesn't need to be this long. It doesn't need to have 2 slides for one person and a cat. But I love it, and if I could go back in time, I would not change a darn thing. Thanks for your question.
Hi, Eric. We are Graham and Alison from Jock and Alley Travel, and we would like to know,
what was your favourite part of Route 66?
Thanks, Graham and Allison. I think I covered this in yesterday's video, too. I love Route 66. I told Sean that my favorite stop was Pops. My favorite part of Route 66 is all the businesses and all the different places getting involved, having something to do with Route 66, just because of the actual route that their business is on. And I love it. It's a great cross-country theme. I miss Route 66. Thanks, guys.
Eric, I have a question for your pet cat, Jax. From my bed to bed, I am from the old country. Where is it that you keep all of Jax's chew toys?
What an interesting video. Thank you for that. Where are your cat treats and cat toys? Jax actually has his own drawer in, right below the TV that is full of his favorite cat treats and cat toys and all things cat. He knows the sound it makes when I open that drawer. And yeah, so Jax has a whole drawer. Thanks for your question.
Hey Eric, my name is Charlie. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. The question I have for you is, if YouTube suddenly shut down, God forbid, how would you make a living?
Charlie, thanks for the question, man. Looks like you were in an airplane there, I think. If YouTube left, well, you know, we're all wondering about that right now because YouTube is making so many changes. I have Patreon right now, which is separate than YouTube, and I think that in time, if I were to ever have to leave YouTube, I could make Patreon work and just have a smaller audience and still be able to pay my bills. I guess that's really as far as I've thought right now. I guess if worse came to it, I could always edit other people's videos, productions and stuff like that, because I have the skill and knowledge. But yeah, thanks for your question, Charlie.
Hi Eric, I'm Leslie from the Netherlands. What do you love and what do you hate about life in general? By the way, love your channel. Keep up the good work.
Nice sticker. Thanks, Leslie from the Netherlands, and thanks for supporting my channel with the sticker. Your question seems a little more generic, so it's not really about just RV life? Okay, well, I guess, I don't like the word hate. What I don't like the most is the unknown and the stuff that I can't control. I live in a small space. I can control a lot of the things that go on in here. Once that door opens and mandates and guidelines and things change, it's tricky for me on the road. I'll adapt no matter what. But it is tricky, the stuff that I can't be in control of, that closes, shuts down, gets canceled, and the weather. I forgot about the weather. The weather is kind of irritating.
Okay, so we're in our day pajamas. At 8 p.m. we change into our night pajamas because we're under the same, you know, don't go outside policies. My husband has no questions for you. All the best. I wish he had a question. I don't have a question. He says all his questions are answered by your videos, so he doesn't need to ask you anything.
Nope.
But I guess I just want to say hi.
Aw, hi, and thank you guys. That's really sweet. Thanks for checking in. I like your day pajamas.
Hi, my name is Ella. I'm from Virginia. My question is for Jax. What is your favorite toy and food? My mom and dad watch all your dad's videos. They really love them. Stay safe out there. Love ya, Ella.
Hi, Ella. Thanks for the question, kitty. Jax, his favorite toy is Mr. Quackers. It's on a string, and it's like a little fishy thing that he plays with. That's his favorite toy. And his favorite food is morning fancy feast wet food in the morning. He cries and cries and cries until he gets his favorite food. Thanks, Ella, from Jax.
Hello from Winter Haven, Florida. Eric, how many RVs have you had since the beginning? It's crazy to think that I've had 5. I think you've had a lot more.
Wow, you're right. I think I have had a lot of RVs. Let's count them, including the ones that weren't on YouTube. We're going to have 2 cargo vans. Then we're going to have a Toyota Dolphin. And then a pull-behind trailer. A truck camper. Tilly. Bertha the Black Van. Olga. Yoda. Miranda makes 10 RVs. We've been in 10 RVs. Thanks for the question, buddy.
Hello, Eric. This is Scott Taylor, and I am in Georgetown, Texas. I'm a full-time RVer with the travel trailer and have been driving around the country for the last 4 years. During that time, I've driven 100,000 miles. So I was curious, how many miles a year do you drive?
Hey, Scott. Thanks. That's a good question. Because I do taxes every year and I have to kind of keep aware of this, I'm averaging right there around 20 to 25,000 miles a year since 2013. And so, what's that? 7 years of that means I'm just under 200,000 miles in an RV, which is a lot of miles in an RV, but things have changed for me a lot. I'm on the road a lot more. I'm trying to chase 70 degrees, although it doesn't seem like it. So yeah, we gotta be sitting there. I mean, this is a rough estimate, but we're probably getting close to 200,000 miles in an RV across the country. Thanks, Scott. What's with the foot? What's with this? Why does this have to be right here?
Hey, Nomadic Fanatic. Is it Nomadic, or do I call you Mr. Fanatic? You know what? I'll call you Mr. Fanatic because it sounds less rude. Mr. Fanatic, this is Dave the Bald Guy coming to you from Portland, Oregon. And my question is, what is your memories of being in Portland? Of course, I know you're from the Pacific Northwest, so I know you probably have visited Portland more often than you've told us. But as you're traveling in your RV, what is your favorite memory going down Interstate 5 and visiting the great state of Oregon? Is it the coast? Is it Portland? Is it Crater Lake? What is it? There's so much here to love, but I just want to know exactly what your favorite thing was.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. Yeah, Portland's almost like a second home to me. I've got family in Portland. My favorite part of Portland, yeah, it's probably going to be the coast, because you can go to Astoria there and then cut back to the city. I like to get away from the big city. But one of the things I remember that I really enjoyed in Portland was the tiny house hotel thing that I stayed at. And I thought I made a YouTube video, or I included it as part of my documentary, but you stay in a tiny house right inside the city limits, and I thought that was really cool, and I included that as part of my documentary, I think. That was a lot of fun, and I do miss the Northwest. You guys dry out over there, let me know. Why am I covered in cat hair? Do you know the answer to that? Why am I covered in cat hair? Huh? Why don't you go to your kitty seat? Yeah,
Hey Eric, my name is Calvin with Southern Country Living. And my question for you today is, what was your final weight loss on the 90-day weight loss challenge that you had with James at Wanderlust Estates? I did the weight loss challenge also, and my total weight loss was 20.6 pounds. I did a video on it last week, and but I never did see a video where you finished yours up and told what your total weight loss was. So if you will, answer my question. I certainly do appreciate it.
Thanks, Calvin. First of all, congratulations, and I have been following your weight loss here because you've been putting in the keywords, Nomadic Fanatic, Weight Loss Wednesday, and stuff like that. It's been awesome to watch your journey there, buddy. Congratulations in 90 days. You're absolutely right. I forgot, or I chose not to do my final update on April 1st. There was just too much going on with traveling from Florida. But I finished, even though I'm down farther now, on April 1st I was at 172.8, which is a total net loss for me of 38 pounds lost in 90 days. And still going strong. I've lost another pound here in the next 6 days. So I'm at 171 right now. And yeah, congratulations to you. Thanks for following along, and thanks for the question, buddy.
Hi, Jax. My name's Heidi from Concord, New Hampshire. I'm 19 years old. I'm a big fan. This is my YouTube debut. Jax, I love watching your adventures on my dad's big screen TV. I have a 3-part question for you from a cat's perspective. Question 1. What is one destination that you would love to go to that your dad has not taken you to yet? Question 2. What are your hopes and dreams? Question 3. Will you be my YouTube pen pal? I would love to talk with you some more. Message me if you would like. Have a good day, Jax. Bye.
Jax, I think Heidi was coming on to you there. Did you see her? Yeah, thank you. Welcome to your YouTube debut there. Jax loves going up on picnic tables in the woods, in the forest, at our campgrounds. He loves scratching on the bark of trees and stuff like that. And he really likes it when we settle down and don't drive a whole lot. Like, driving from Florida to here was really tough on Mr. Jax. He kept crying. He was sitting down on the seat next to me there and just crying the whole way. When are we gonna stop and get treats and stuff? As for pen pals, yeah, I think we can make that happen. Jax would like to talk to you, Heidi. So shoot him an email at ericjacobs1463 at yahoo.com. I'll make sure Jax gets on the keyboard, okay? All right. Do you mind if I click the button? I need the button. You're moving the mouse. I can't click the button. And you're drooling on me.
Hello, Eric. This is Robert here in Base Camp Columbus, Ohio. What is your next cross-country trip across the 48 states? That's my question. Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Robert. Good to hear from you. We don't have a plan right now because things are all up in the air. In fact, here live, Thousand Trails just sent us an email and said there's no more check-ins at Thousand Trails. It's all of my June and July stuff. It's all until further notice. Nobody can check into a Thousand Trails membership. So, yeah, I just dropped $6,000 on a camping pass that I can't use until further notice. We don't know how long that further notice is. Don't have any plans. I'd originally thought I might come up from Florida and do the Blue Ridge Parkway, Appalachian Trail and stuff like that. Now that I'm up in Illinois, if I want to get to Maine, if life reopens, have to pick a different path, trail. We'll see. But thanks, Robert. We're just playing it day by day right now.
Hey, Eric and Jax. It's Norm from Concord, New Hampshire. My question is, how do you prevent, when cooking in the RV, the smells from cooking and the smoke from permeating the furniture and carpets and bedding and linens and things? Thanks for taking my question.
Thanks, Norm. That actually is a really good question. It's just one that kind of catches me off guard. Honestly, buddy, I don't do anything special, and you're hitting on a point that is absolutely very important in an RV. I'm not that picky about it. So, curtains and cloth and the rug and the walls and everything. Every time you cook bacon, anytime I do something and I steam it and it just soaks in. I don't have a way of cleaning out that smell, although I do have dehumidifiers, 3 of them throughout the RV that I switch that fill up with water and you throw them away. So I take care of the moisture. I don't have anything in place right now as far as helping with the smell into stuff, except taking the curtains off and washing what I can, But yeah, that's a good question, buddy.
Hey there, Eric and Jax. This is Bob from my quarantine bunker in Salt Lake City, Utah. I was just wondering, if you had to be confined within one state's boundaries, you can go anywhere within that state, but you couldn't leave the state for an entire year, what state would that be? Thank you so much. Love your channel.
Thanks, Bob. That's an interesting question because you guys have seen me leave Texas and then go to Florida and leave Florida, and now I'm in Illinois. I don't have the best answer for that right now, but if I absolutely knew, like if somebody told me, hey, we're going to be on lockdown, not lockdown, but a stay-at-home shelter type thing, like what's going on right now for an entire year, for the next 12 months, Eric, you don't have to wonder how long it's going to be and how many times we're going to renew it week and week and month and month. If it was for 1 year, I right now would head to Arizona. And I would head to Arizona because I can go to Phoenix in the wintertime, and it's going to be 70-degree Christmas. And then when it gets hot in the summer, I'm just going to go north up to Flagstaff, high elevation, and again, it'll be 70 degrees in the summertime. So Arizona would definitely be somewhere I would consider, and I could boondock and probably get it done. Right now, I'm just kind of hanging out near friends in a safe, secure spot in Illinois. It's working for now, but we'll see. Thanks for the question.
Hi, Eric. We are RVers too. We are blessed to have moved into the great state of Tennessee. I'm Joy. This is Donnie.
Hi, Eric.
We are Joy Blessed Life.
Joy Blessed Life. So the question is, would you come up here for a meet and greet hike with Yankee in the South and us and some others?
Hey, Joy and Donnie. Thanks for the message from Tennessee. I miss Tennessee. And thanks for the offer. I met Yankee in the South. I thought they were cool people up there. I still watch their videos just to get caught up on what's going on around Pigeon Forge. You know what? I'm only 2 states away. I got to get through Kentucky, but maybe it's just a short drive, or maybe things clear up later. Yeah, your offer challenge to go on a hike in Tennessee, I am 100% down, and I definitely want to do that. I look forward to that. Let's talk privately and see if we can figure this out. All right? Thanks, guys.
Hi, Eric. My name is Roland. I'm from Ontario, Canada. I've seen you go to NASCAR races like Daytona. My question is, do you think you'll ever go to Bristol Motor Speedway?
Roland, you're killing me, man. I haven't even made this public. I was supposed to go to Bristol this year. I was. And Talladega. So, Texas Motor Speedway, Bristol, and Talladega. And now there's no NASCAR. There's no nothing. So I don't know what to tell you, man. I tried really, really hard. And I was supposed to camp in Bristol this year. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens in the years to come.
Hi, Eric. Charles from Seymour, Indiana. Well, my wife and I have a bit smaller camper than you have, but we're not full-timers. I'm a retired teacher. Here's my question. I know what you're doing now, but think about 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now. Make a prediction about yourself, and be safe out there.
Hey, thanks, Charles. Can I just say one thing? You are a natural in front of the camera. That was really nicely. I can tell you've done this before. Spot on little video there, man. Yeah, looking into the future, this RV is going to be on the road at least 4 more years, doing my normal full-time stuff as soon as the country opens back up. And, pretty much every single week, at least once, I'm always still looking for some property to settle down with some full hookups somewhere I could call base camp home, kind of like Camper Van Kevin had at his tiny house spot there in Georgia. But, 5 years, definitely still going to be on the road. 10 years from now, it's almost too far out to say anything. However, I never stop thinking about it. I'm always wondering, I'm always trying to find ways to make life more interesting and challenge myself. And certainly this channel's getting to that point where I gotta change something up. This is fun right now, doing the Q&As, but yeah, let me get back to you on the whole 10-year plan. Okay? Got a lot going on right now.
Jerry from Ajijic, Mexico, here on Lake Chapala. I've been watching you and Jax since you were at Evergreen College. My question for you today is, how old is Jax?
Hey, Jerry, thanks for the comment. Jax is going to turn a 10-year-old cat. Right here on April 21st, Jax will be 10. And he has spent all 10 years on the road with me in an RV of some sort, except for the first 8 weeks of his life, where I was there every single day with him in the last house that I ever lived in. Yes, I was there when the night he was born. He was an early morning on April 21st, about 1 a.m. with his siblings. And Jax came to me and followed me right into the RV when I was moving boxes from my house to the Toyota Dolphin. Jax followed me right out there, got comfortable in the RV. So, yeah, he's turning 10. Thanks, Jerry.
Hey Eric, it's Matt from Farmingdale, New Jersey. Just curious about how much time you have spent in New Jersey, where you went, and what your impressions were. Thanks.
Hey Matt, I remember liking New Jersey. I remember that I went to that place and I put some wood on top of one of my RC cars and drove it around New Jersey. Boy, it's all just a blur sometimes when you look back at 7 years on YouTube, though. I know I've been through there twice, 2 different times. All I can think about was that free campground, remember, that had all the wood? You could, like, unlimited free wood to have your fire. I think I was going through a hard time right then, and it really felt nice to get out into the woods and see the tall trees. There's actually really tall trees in New Jersey. Yeah. It's cool. I miss it. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back, man. That's all I'm going to say.
Eric and Jax, it's Sully from Massatucky. What I've always wanted to know is, if the moon were made of cheese, would you eat it? I surely would. Look at me.
Wait, what? Okay. I said I would answer all questions. Sully, if the moon were made of cheese, you know what? I'm kind of a cheese guy. I think both Jax and I would enjoy a cheesy moon snack. Yep. All right. Thanks, Sully. Take care. I think being stuck at home is getting to Sully, though.
Hello, Eric. My name is Alex from Maine. I am wondering, will you be going further north in Maine than you did last year?
Hey, Alex, definitely. I definitely want to go a little further. I was scoping out. I actually knew my route all the way around the edge of Maine, all the way to the northeast tip of Maine, and I knew there wasn't going to be service. I was going to stop into coffee shops to upload. It's back on my list as long as the country opens back up and I don't have engine or brake problems. All right, thanks, Alex.
Well, hey there. How you doing, everybody? Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, this is Mike and Chris from Beyond Therapy. Chris has a question for you, and I got a question for you real quick.
My question is, what inspired you to do YouTube, and what inspired you to go in your RV full time, and what's like ideas for content for a channel in the RV, like when we go on trips? What would be like good places to visit to get good views?
I'm gonna pause it right there. Thanks. Couple questions in there. I got into the RV life because it was a cheaper way to live while I was going to college, and YouTube also morphed into that because I did some YouTube during my last semester there at the Evergreen State College, and I really liked it. It was a lot more fun. And once I started thinking of it as a business, that's when it turned around. It was no longer a hobby. And I think, what was the other question? Oh, about content and stuff. You know, it's just about finding new things that haven't been shown on YouTube. Something may look completely ordinary to someone who lives in that area, but me coming in and not seeing that type of plant or tree or that statue or something, it's interesting for me. So you got to think outside the lines and just think of a way to tell a story in a way that hasn't been done yet. And don't overlook all the stuff that looks ordinary. Take a minute, look at it, and see if there's a way you can create an interesting video around what you just stumbled across. Yeah, so thanks for your questions.
I'm just starting out with this, so just looking for some beginner basics. I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Have a good time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, bud. Again, kind of going on with the first stuff. Just try to find a way to tell a story. It doesn't have to be the most interesting content all the time. It's just about how you create a video story around it. And which leads me into my next question. We're going to stop right here as far as questions. I've still got 1 or 2 more of these videos to do, but I want to take a quick little break here because I want to go explore something and do kind of what I'm telling you guys about right now. I need that break. So I'll see you guys in a couple days, and I don't have the bike back, so we're definitely going to take the Mustang out, go explore. I got to do laundry and get some groceries, and maybe we'll stop somewhere and explore something I haven't seen yet, okay? Thanks, everybody, so much for all those awesome questions. This is so fun. Y'all be safe. Jackson, I'll see you in a couple days. Bye, guys.